So after receiving countless comments and messages and emails from people saying that I should give Lubuntu Linux another chance, I've been dealing with that for maybe 10 months, 11 months now. I finally caved in, and I dug out my Lubuntu Linux CD. It's not a DVD, but it's a CD. I should really actually label those. In fact, that's what I'm going to be doing. And install it on my satellite. This is the satellite L300D-040 that used to be a laptop. Well, guess what? It's not a laptop anymore. Because it's just, this thing is in bad shape. I ripped out the keyboard because the keyboard was missing a key. And it was so faded, and everything was all disgusting. I ripped out the touchpad because the touchpad didn't work. It's missing screws, particularly on the wireless card. It overheats quite quickly. In fact, it probably takes about 10 minutes and this machine becomes unbearably hot. The screen bezel, which is actually down there, right there. A few of the standoffs are cracking and breaking. And quite frankly, I don't feel like fixing it because I'm too lazy. And this isn't a machine that I'm going to be using any day, so, you know. But I was digging through CDs and it's like, oh, what the hell, I'll find the CD and install it. But it wasn't a cupcakes and sunshine event. In fact, it was quite difficult because, you know, I tried to... Actually, let's start it up first. And it wanted to make my life more difficult. Because with most Linux versions, when you first start it up from the CD, you get a menu asking you for a whole bunch of different options, such as try without installing. Well, you can install from the GUI, but you know, most people don't do that. Install, among other things, test memory, test stuff, boot from hard drive, whatever. And I selected install Ubuntu, thinking it was going to take me to the installation wizard immediately. Well, it wasn't that easy. It decided it was going to go to the GUI instead. Boots up quite quickly, but... But yeah, it decided it was just going to take itself to the GUI with an install Ubuntu icon there. So I just had to click on that, and it was one extra button I had to click. But another thing I don't like, well actually two more things, is that it only comes with one wallpaper by default. You could probably get more online, but you know, I'm too lazy to do that. And I don't want to waste space. So really I shouldn't be complaining that there are no icons. Point made, let's move on. Screensavers. Oh, and there's another thing. When you're launching an application, most Linux versions will show you an icon there, or show you a little cursor indicating that the program's opening. That's not the case with Lubuntu. Anyways, there are lots of screensavers installed. In fact, there's probably well over 100. But they all need X screensaver extras, or X screensaver GL extras. Speaking of which, I don't have that installed, so I should go install that now. If I can find it. Gotta enter a password, it is Linux. That's another reason why I don't like Linux, but you can blame you can blame Unix for that. It is such a bitch to type with one hand, but not like that really matters. See if we can find the package. X screensaver. So we've now got that, and I'll just install this, just for the, you know, the hell of it. And we'll then install that, so we have to now download updates, and there are so many packages that this thing has to download. Most of them are humongous sizes, like 15 megabytes. I am so glad that this is a 4 gigabyte disk there. Now it is a USB stick, so it is quite slow. Now I'm going to use this time here while this is installing to talk to you about something that's been bothering me the last little while. It's been made quite clear that a few people, one person in particular, don't like my videos because I, quote, rant too much about the stuff that I get for free. Now, let me talk to you about that. First of all, I got this ThinkPad for free. It was not free, but I didn't pay a dime for it. I got these two iMacs for free. I got this ThinkPad, while it was certainly not free, for free. And I got those two laptops for free. And I really shouldn't have them stacked like that, but we'll deal with that later. But let me throw something out there on the table. Just let you get this clear. When I do a review, I will give you an honest review. I won't just say, just because it's free, it's awesome. I will honestly tell you my opinion based on experience. Like, I can tell you from experience that this computer sucks at keeping itself cool. In fact, it's already hot. And I haven't had it on for what? 2 minutes? Yeah. Anyways. How the product works based on mechanical design. I've worked with enough laptops and desktops to know that breaking screen stand inserts that break after about a year, they tend to lean towards poor design. And, you know, that sort of thing. Breaking standoffs is a whole other subject for a whole other day. Anyways. So, I don't rave about products that don't deserve raving. And I don't rave about products without having a good reason. Likewise, I don't bash products without having a good reason. I had a very good reason to bash Lubuntu Linux the first time, because it was giving me all sorts of issues, such as shutting down in the middle of updates, crashing repeatedly, which is something that Linux is not known for, crashing. Much less than, say, a Macintosh. They don't crash very often, but I had my iMac crash a few days ago. So, I'm not particularly pleased with all the people who have nothing better to do than to come to my channel and say, you have no idea how you're using it. You have no idea how to use a computer. I do. I'm a service tech. I service computers and have been doing so for the last, maybe since I was in grade 3. I currently have a fleet of about 1650, or for those of you who have no idea what I'm saying, 1,650 computers. Mac, PC, desktop, laptop, netbook. I have built networks from scratch. I have built servers, Windows 2003, Windows 2008, and actually even Windows 2000 Advanced Server and Server. Servers from scratch. So I know what I'm doing when I'm talking about Lubuntu Linux not being able to run on this computer and how crappy this free computer is. So I'm just going to give you a little hint of advice about trolls and haters. Haters are going to hate. let's just face it, they're going to come to a video and they're going to hate. Usually for no reason. But if you just think about how much he actually affects you in real life, then block his sorry ass and get on with your business. So, let's wait for this to install, which is going to take a while. But while we're doing that, I'm going to show you how long it takes. I wonder how long it takes that to start up. We'll try OpenOffice Writer, or OpenOffice.org word processor. Now that wasn't that bad. I mean, I've certainly seen slower, but it really was slow. That is a fail. And guess what? It doesn't even check it for spelling. It doesn't even check it for spelling. Oh, I think I know why. I bet you that's because I don't even have the spell check installed. So we'll wait for this to install, and I will close this, because I really don't need it. Close this. Okay, now it's finally closed. And I'm going to show you, I've installed Firefox. It doesn't come with Firefox, it comes actually with Chromium. Much like it doesn't come with OpenOffice, it comes with AbiWord, Numetric, Osmo, and ePDF. What is Osmo? That Osmo is a personal organizer. This is a graphing program, or a Microsoft Excel thing. Much like OpenOffice.org spreadsheet is, but AbiWord is a text editor. In fact, I don't think this is going to work out too well. And Osmo is a personal organizer. So basically, like a calendar program. iCal, Windows Calendar, that kind of thing. And let's do Firefox. I've never opened up Firefox. In fact, this is the first time I've used it since I've installed it. Takes you straight to the Ubuntu homepage, even though it should be Lubuntu homepage, but who cares? So let's see if we can go to YouTube and actually view something. Like I said, it's a complete bitch to type with one hand. But you know what, you have to do it. So we'll sign into my YouTube. Put the camera down and do it with two hands. Oh. Stay signed in. What a pain in the ass. Please don't. Oh, I'll view that later. Come on. So, let me take you to Lubuntu Linux. I did compare Lubuntu to Windows 7, just so you know. But take a look. That is out of focus. Focus on the dislikes. I think because like so many people dislike it, then everybody follows and follows and follows. That is my most commented, my most viewed, and my most disliked video. I'm being serious. So, yeah. Anyways, it should be almost done now. In fact, we'll just close this. I like to keep the text thingy open, the console open, because it tells me what's going on. So if something fails, I'll know. And I'll know what failed. So I'll come back to you when this is done. So that is now done. So hopefully I can now use some of those screensavers. We'll see if it worked. It didn't prompt me to restart the computer. There we go. Ooh. Pretty. Oh yeah, Apple II. This is nostalgic. I mean, take a look at this. Atlantis. Barcode. Bouncing cow. This is a funny one. Braid. B-sod. Macintosh. So this is just a screensaver with a whole bunch of crashes. Amiga. Oh yeah, Guru Meditation. I remember that. And yes, I have used an Amiga in my life. I didn't use an Amiga very often. I had it for about 2 years before we moved. And I had to sell it, but I couldn't take that with me. It was kind of unfortunate. Huh. Anyway, so that's just about it. They do have one where it's a blue screen of death, but I don't feel like waiting long enough to see that. So I'm now going to shut this down. And it should shut down. Like that. And this computer is actually getting quite hot, and down falls the LCD. But with that note, I'm going to close this video. Thank you for watching. Till next time.